How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video, and today we have the face cam. We are going to talk about the game and the state of it. At least in my opinion, I know that a lot of people probably won't agree. They're going to say, you know, it's just an arena game, you're not supposed to take it seriously, you're supposed to play it with friends and whatever else. But there is clearly issues with the game, and a lot of them are shared by other creators. I'm not going to, I mean, not even just creators, but people that, you know, love Dragon Ball and, you know, wanted to love the game, and I'm sure do love the game to an extent, but they recognize that it does have issues. But I mean, if like I'm going to try to put it on the screen, but you know, at its peak, the all-time player count was 120,000 players, which is, it's expected, right? That the game just comes out, that's going to be the peak, and then you will see a gradual drop-off. But after the first week, like it hasn't even been a month yet, and the lowest amount of players has been 7,500, somewhere around that amount. And in the previous, or in the, I can't even talk. And in the previous week, the max players was around 24,000. So the max players in a week has dropped down by almost 100,000 in just a month, or less than a month. And like I said, there is a decline is natural, and it will likely stabilize at some point, but I also think it speaks to bigger issues within the game. Personally, I love the story mode. I know that some people didn't. I thought the what ifs were great. I love the challenge from the AI. And so yeah, I don't really have too many issues with that. I think the only real issue is maybe that, you know, at a certain point, some of the story was a bit long, so you kind of get into this habit of just going into sparking mode and spamming ultimates. But you know, it's not a big deal, right? I think for the majority of people, the main attraction was the roster and just the, you know, the online gameplay. So there are multiple modes when it comes to online. You have the World Tournament mode, and within the World Tournament, which is something very cool, you have the regular World Tournament mode, you have the Cell games, you have the Yamcha games, and I think there's one other option, I think it's other World Tournament. So there is a bit of variety when it comes to that. I haven't played it too much, so I can't comment too much on that, but I would imagine that the majority of people are going to be playing ranked, right? Or, you know, whether it's DP battle or singles, but then, like, it goes into like an entire other sector, because if you want to play a regular player match, you know, without anything on the line, it just puts you in the room, and that's something that I don't understand. Because why do you get put into a room and not just a regular match, you know, regular matchmaking like the ranked mode has? Because then you have to, so you play a regular match, right, when it's your turn, and if you lose, then you have to wait until the other people are done fighting. So the question for me is, why is it not the same for just a regular player match? Why does it put you into a room instead of just matching you up with someone, right? So that I think that's a bit silly. I don't understand why it's different for the ranked modes and just the regular player modes. And I don't imagine that, pardon me, I don't imagine that people are going to want to play against the CPU. And, you know, and, oh bro. Oof. As you can probably tell from my previous two videos, then you get into singles, which is probably the worst experience for the majority of the people in this game once they get to the higher ranks, because it's legit the same characters, the same play style, and it's not fun. It is not fun. And, you know, people are going to say, I'll play with friends, this and that. Like, okay, the reason why that bothers me is because people aren't, like, the fact that you need your friends to have fun is a bad thing, in my opinion. You should be able to just play the game on your own and have fun, right? Like, you shouldn't have to depend on others not cheesing to have fun. And that's where the issues are for me. And I know that it's probably, you know, not intentional, but when it comes to, you know, ranked, especially, you know, A, S or higher, I think a lot of the lower ranks are starting to get into that play style as well now. Because, like, why in what world why would you use other characters? Because using other characters in singles specifically just guarantees that you're going to lose. Like, you are going to lose before you even load into the game. If someone has a Broly, Super Saiyan Full Gogeta, Super Vegito, Master Ultra Instinct Goku, you are going to lose if you are using someone that isn't that powerful, right? Or at least if you aren't, I mean, yeah, the majority of the time you're going to lose, but you're also going to lose if you aren't using a similar strategy. Because the strategy right now isn't, you know, 50 hit combos or whatever. It's Ki blasting and sparking mode and unblockable ultimate attacks every single game. It's not, you know, it's not like you face a Majin Buu or an Oob or a Rose or a Zamasu and then you play one game where you're playing up against where you're facing a Broly or a Master Ultra Instinct Goku. It's back to back to back to back games, and you just expect it, because like, if you're playing singles ranked, why would you play knowing that you're going to lose? Because you are going to lose, and then obviously people don't like losing, so they think, well, I'm going to use them now, and it just creates this vicious cycle where people feel like they have to use these broken mechanics and overpowered characters. Okay, I also want to mention that the characters being unbalanced and overpowered isn't the issue. It's the fact that you aren't playing the characters, you're playing the broken mechanics with these characters. Because some characters, like Broly, play them better than other characters, right? Same for Master Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan Full Gogeta. And I'm going to quickly go over that. So, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, he has, 4 health bars. He starts with 2 or 3 Ki bars already. He has a skill, he has an ability that puts him straight into sparking mode. And what does he do? The entire game, that's it. Spam Ki Blast, just spam Ki Blast, and then when he's right in front of your face, what does he do? Hits you with an unblockable ultimate. And you know, people are like, oh, use revenge counters, bro. That costs 2 skill points, right? 2 skill points. It doesn't even work. He can just vanish it, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can, because they have so much time to counter the revenge counter. And it's like, okay, 2 skill points down the drain, back to spamming Ki Blast, hits you with an unblockable ultimate. And if you do manage, right, if you do manage to get rid of his sparking mode, he's still at full Ki. He knocks you away. Oh, what's he going to do? He's going to use his 3 skill points that he got from just spamming you with Ki Blast to go back into sparking mode. Or maybe he can just charge up. And it's such an unfun way to play. But again, the point is, they are not playing the characters. You are not playing the characters. You are using the characters that make the most of these busted mechanics. It should not exist. And, you know, the Vanishing Wars, I mean, it's just a bit annoying, isn't it? I think it just needs some tweaking. But the main issue is the fact that people just have these extremely annoying play styles, and it's going to be every game. Because why would you even try to play any other way? And I know I personally use Super Vegito, who is annoying to go up against, but like, you can counter that. It's not fun. Like, sure, it's not fun, but you can still counter it. But what can you do against the constant Ki Blast and the unblockable ultimates? Nothing. Skill issue? I mean, maybe, but it definitely doesn't seem that way to me. And I've seen a few content creators say that, you know, I mean, including myself, they thought, oh, they'd be getting up every day and like, oh man, I want to play Sparking Zero. I want to make content on it. Like, it's such a fun game. But it just hasn't been like that. You know, one of the things that you guys are probably going to mention is it's the most fun with your friends, and I agree. Whenever I do play with my friends, I probably have more fun. But, you know, outside of that, I don't want to have to play with my friends to have fun on this game. Like, sometimes I just want to play on my own, you know, ranked mode, get my rank up. And there are just so many things in this game that feel pointless. Like, what is the point of learning combos? There isn't, because super counters, another broken mechanic. There is, well, yeah, I guess it's the main issue is largely super counters, right? Because, like, it's funny, because whenever I see some people post, like, these really cool looking combos, great, no, you know, not trying to hate on anyone that does come up with these amazing combos. I think it's great. I think that combos should actually be more viable. But when people post that, it's just like left stick up and square. Or I guess if you're on Xbox, left stick up and forgot it now. Is it not? Is it X? Hold on. X. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So I think that, okay, so let's say you complete the story, okay? You have DP battle, really, and you have the singles. I think those are the game modes that most people are going to play, because no one wants to sit in a room waiting for their turn to play the game. Or, right, no one wants to do that. You want to be matched up with a player and go from there. But the thing is, A, S, Z, it's just the same play styles, and that is not fun. People don't want to do that. And, like, it really is, it's hilarious that people think, okay, I'll wake up on the weekend. Today's a Saturday. It's probably a lot nicer where you guys are. It's a pretty bad day here. But anyway, you wake up and you think, oh, I want to play Sparking Zero. And what's the first thing that comes into your mind? It's, oh, if I play singles, I'm probably going to see back-to-back Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas that have, that are just going to spam you with the Ki Blasts, or, you know, back-to-back Sparking modes, and then ultimate attacks. And, oh, bro, it's not fun. It's not fun to play against. And, yeah, like, it probably is more enjoyable with your friends, but, like, the issue is that this is clearly not an intended mechanic. And it also it just makes the rest of the roster irrelevant. Like, what? Like, it's not, okay, I'm not even saying, you would think, okay, no one's going to use Spopovich, no one is going to use Barbady. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Maybe one or two people that are just messing about. But it's not even, you are not going to use Rose Goku Black. You are not going to be using even Vegito Blue, probably, or Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. You're not going to be using these incredibly powerful characters, because they just don't benefit from the broken mechanics in the game that everyone is using to win. And it's not even just those characters, it's the Giants as well. Like, oh, don't even get me started on the Giants, man. But okay, this is my hope. Like, change the Vanishing Battle slightly, get rid of the Ki spamming. Yeah, just get rid of the Ki spamming, alter super counters, and this game will be pretty damn perfect, I'd say, or near perfect. I honestly couldn't fault it on anything else. My main issues are that, and I know that a lot of people share those issues as well. People want to get better at the game. People want to, you know, if they love a character, okay, what can I do with this character that I may not be able to do with other characters? Okay, this is what I'm going to do to improve. I'm going to implement it into my next game. But you can't, because the other player is just going to cheese you to death with a billion Ki Blasts. Like, and you can't do anything against it. Like, if you're going up against the Broly with like a Super Saiyan God Goku, you are going to get Ki spammed. You are going to get ulted in front, like, multiple times, probably. So, yeah, I mean, characters being unbalanced isn't the issue. It's the fact that the unbalanced characters on top of these stupid mechanics just makes for a completely unfun experience. Like, yes, you would expect the fusions to be overpowered. You would expect Master Ultra Instinct Goku to be overpowered. But the problem is that they play in a way that is unfun for both players, because like, who wants to get into a game and just think, okay, you know what? I'm just going to spam Ki Blasts and hit them with an unblockable ultimate. And what, again, why would, like, if you are facing that, why would you not join them? Because you want to level up in the ranks. You want to win. You don't want to constantly lose because of the same cheese that you are facing over and over again. And, like, the online situation, I'm saying with your friends, is obviously a completely different thing. But again, the majority of the people are going to be playing against other players online. Probably not player mode, because like I said, no one wants to be thrown into a room. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, because I almost feel like there were a lot of expectations for this game, and you know, at the end of the day, it's been 15 years, if I'm not mistaken, since Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and it's, you know, people say stuff, oh, you know, the previous games were like that, but I mean, or to an extent, but, well, yeah, they couldn't make changes because what you got on the disc was what you got, right? But this is, you know, a game that can thankfully be updated through multiple means, so there isn't really an excuse for it to be like the previous games, because I would imagine that if they were able to update some things, they would have. So yeah, I mean, I just hope that they change something soon. I think super counters, the key spam, and just, yeah. Please get rid of those things, because I really do want to love this game, but at the moment, it's just, it's not very fun again. It's just not very fun to go against. So that was pretty much, I think the camera has been blurry the entire time. Oh my goodness. So I apologize for that. But yeah, regardless, I think you get the picture. Yeah, bye.